You know, it's no wonder why Hasbro laid off a lot of people in Rhode Island because of y'all know what happened 2 years ago when they were losing a lot of money. They lost a lot of employees and it was just not looking good for the franchise at this point. And to me, I would like to think that the reason why they're moving to Boston is because they needed to make some more money. And I know I saw some tweets of that tweet, and some of y'all that live in Boston might end up having your chance of becoming that type of artist or whatever position they're gonna put you in that company. If you live in like 34 or 40 miles or 40 minutes from that company, from that place, I know there's a lot of you that live in Boston that are pretty excited about it because I know that you're gonna end up being employees of Hasbro. So this is pretty much a new era of play when it comes to Hasbro moving to Boston, which is also the home of John Cena, which is crazy to say the least. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's see what's yeah. Let's just see what this article hitting on. So it says September 8th, 2025, which is today. Today, Hasbro Inc., a leading games IP and toy company, announced it will relocate its Rhode Island operations to 400 Summer Street in Boston's Seaport District. This news location will be the primary headquarters for Hasbro's toys, board games, and licensing business, and a majority of its corporate services. This strategy moves positions the company to accelerate innovation, attract top talent, and drive long-term growth in line with Hasbro's playing to win strategy, which emphasizes play-driven engagement and collaboration with partners. The 400 Summer Street facility, developed and owned by WS Development, will house teams that powers some of the world's most iconic brands, and occupying 7 floors across 265,000 square feet. The new space will be home to at least 700 full-time employees expected to transition from Rhode Island to Boston by the end of 2026. So not only they are going to be 265K square feet, but the spaces will be pretty much have room for like 700 people that are already with the company or they're just hiring new employees to like work for them and stuff like that. And it's going to be by the end of 2026. So they're not that far from the year so far. So at least they're going to have their opportunities to like roll with the company and make that bag. We are thrilled that Hasbro has chosen Massachusetts as the home of its new headquarters, and we're ready to support the hundreds of jobs they will create here, said Governor. We're proud to welcome this iconic company to Team Massachusetts, where we are number one for education, healthcare, and innovation. I'm grateful for the leadership of Chris Cox. No, he's not a great leadership. He's trash. And his team at Hasbro. And for the hard work of my economic development team that helped make this possible. Now, I want to get to the part where it says the leadership of Chris Cox, which he has done a horrible job managing all of IPs, Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, Transformers, My Little Pony, like little to nothing. No updates, no toys, no new show, which thankfully we're gonna end up getting the show on Disney Plus in 2026, at the end of 2026. I'm delighted to welcome Hasbro to its new home in Boston, said Mayor Michelle Wu. The creativity and wonder at the heart of Hasbro's work are also at the heart of our mission to make Boston a home for everyone. The safest major city in the country and the best place to raise a family with opportunities for all to connect and play. We look forward to supporting Hasbro's transition to Boston and partnership with the city. While Hasbro is establishing a new home in Boston, the company's ties to Rhode Island remain strong. Okay. You know, before Hasbro found a new home in London to film new Power Rangers content on Disney Plus, imagine getting this news that Hasbro in Boston found a new home to make new Power Rangers content. Imagine that news would have happened if it were to be official, but it's not. At least we've already gotten the amazing update and the best announcements any Power Rangers fan will even dreamed of, which is having new Power Rangers content filmed in London. You know, you can bring in American actors with martial arts backgrounds and stuff like that with good acting abilities. And if you do stuff like that, then I think Hasbro is off to a good start. But the fact that they're moving to Boston and moving away from Long Island, which is really, really interesting. So now they're gonna make triple amount of money going forward. In 2024 alone, Hasbro contribute over $1 million in product and in-kind donations to local Rhode Island organizations, including long-standing partners like Hasbro Children's Hospital and the Rhode Island Special Olympics. The company plans to continue to support Hasbro's Children's Hospital with annual donations and will keep recruiting from Long Island's college and universities, honoring the legacy of the Hansfield family's deep roots in the state. For more than a century, Hasbro has grown alongside the company and the community, and that commitment continues today. In addition to its new East Coast facility, on the West Coast, Hasbro's renting YA office service as the headquarters for the gaming and digital businesses. This Seattle-based hub is already home to legendary franchises like Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons, as well as Hasbro's expanding digital gaming and technology operations. The office, located in the scenic Southport area on Lake Washington, is currently home to more than 500 employees and growing. Hasbro currently occupies 111,000 square feet across 3 floors. Boston's thriving business community, deep academic partnerships, and cultural collaborating together with our Seattle team's leadership and technology, creativity, and innovation, giving Hasbro an unparalleled foundation for growth, said Chris Cox, CEO, Hasbro Trash CEO. Together, these offices will fuel the next chapter of Hasbro. Hasbro is building a structure that strengthens speed, agility, and innovation. Boston and Seattle are 2 of the nation's leading innovation and tech centers, serving as talent magnets that will help Hasbro harness the full power of the company's portfolio and unlock growth in both physical and digital play. With locations anchoring the East and West Coast of the U.S., Hasbro is reinforcing its position as a global company with a footprint to match. Beyond Boston and Rhode Island, Hasbro operates campuses and manufacturing sites across the border US, as well as major offices in Hong Kong, London, Mexico City, and Montreal. Each plays a critical role in the company's creative pipeline, digital innovation, and operations. These locations strengthen Hasbro's ability to deliver world-class brands and experience to fans and families across and around the globe. So a lot of this is really, really interesting to me because Hong Kong, London, Canada, and Mexico City all have a huge role in different plays and different positions of what to do with the company and how to go forward and step and up their game when it comes to delivering certain products to the kids and family alike. So this means a lot of things going on with more toys being revealed, more games, role-playing items being put out. Unless they come out and say themselves about what needs to be done with the company, then I think for this time being in 2024, there was literally nothing except them selling every Power Rangers costumes, helmets, weapons from the set and movies, to make money, to get the money back. So now they're moving away from Rhode Island to Boston, Massachusetts in order to triple and get back on the grind like there once was, when they started with Power Rangers with the Lightning Collection. And if they do something like this, with Playmates finishing with the Power Rangers line, then Hasbro can get a go at it and get back to making toys and creating what made fans happy in the first place. This is something. Not only this is deep, but this is something that needs to be considered a business decision going forward, because I feel like when it comes to Hasbro and those screw ups, sometimes they're hit and misses when it comes to certain toys and certain paint jobs and certain role-playing items that are not that good looking, unless you, the viewer at home, that have been collecting Hasbro's toys from Lightning Collections, Marvel Legends, then you can pretty much repaint them yourselves and make it look like how they're supposed to look, especially when it comes to the Lightning Collection. Now that Playmates is finished with the first seasons of the Reignition, and you already heard my critiques when it comes to the missing paint jobs from the helmet's eyes and the weapons and stuff like that. But with the reboot coming out in 2026, I think this is Hasbro's chance of being in charge of what the toys might look like when the product is being shown around the world. And then maybe you'll probably get back on your grind and just make things work like they was before, if not better, with improvements on the facial features and the face models and everything. You've already done a good job on the remastered edition. Yes, the issues with the Tommy's costume not having a diamond piece, which I don't see a problem with it, but it is what it is. It's a big improvement over the original line of the Lightning Collection. So if you do that with this reboot Power Rangers toys based on the show, it's possible that Hasbro is getting back its glory. So for them to move the Boston from Rhode Island, it's a huge step. So what does that mean for the Power Rangers franchise? It means that it's not going anywhere. It just means that once they get everything sorted out with its location, getting everything set up by hiring multiple employees, then more toys and all of that are going to end up coming out in the future. So the only thing we gotta do is just wait and see how things roll out. I mean, this is good overall though, because now I feel like they have a lot of room to grow and hopefully improve a lot. So what's y'all thoughts on this, man? Let me know in the chat, and the link will be in the description as well.